All right, so I'm here with Philip from Rockboard. We're going to talk about some of these really cool mods that actually build into the pedal supplies, or the pedal boards actually, sorry. And kind of tell us what we got going on here. I know we got the Mod 1. Tell them what that kind of does.
Well, the Mod 1 is basically an all-in-one patch bay that features 5 slots with DRS connections that wire your connections from under the board to the front of it, so you have a central access point for your 4-cable method with your amp, for your foot switch, whatever you need.
Sure.
You got XLR through if you're going direct, if you're going for bass players, this is a very important thing.
Yes.
Vocalists also use DRS for the microphone, and you got a connection for your power. That is a Boss style power supply, 2.1 millimeters, as well as an IC power plug.
So is it coming in as 110, and then does it convert it for 9 volts?
It's completely passive.
Okay.
This is just routing through from the front to the back, from the back to the front.
Got you.
So that you don't have to fiddle around underneath.
I want that really bad in
exactly.
mind. Sure. And then the Mod 2 adds MIDI to that, correct?
Yeah, you got MIDI,
USB.
USB for charging, for example, your power LTXL.
Yep, which we love. Sure.
And we also have added for the new version 2 another 2.1 power slot that just route through, so you can put your daisy chain through there as well, or for your power block.
Awesome.
Power supply.
So you got that. You have the XLR, which has more XLR outs and ins.
Yeah.
And the tip ring sleeve. This one right here does.
This is
DI?
a cap. It's a DI box cap simulator.
Okay.
So here you got your 3 slots for wiring things through. You got a DI box and a parallel output to go to your amp or to your PA system. And you got a speaker simulation. This is great for either going into your recordings, or you can also put custom IRs in, which means if you do a recording of your clean amp with a sinus curve, you got it in there. It's like 5 minutes and you got your amp in there.
Sure.
Very good for bass players as well, because bass amps usually are very clean. And you got a headphone amp for silent practicing.
That's pretty nice. Very nice, all built into there. And then you got the 7 and the Mod 150. I see that USB in that as well. And then...
Yeah, that's basically an audio interface.
Okay.
With a DI box and a signal splitter. It's all USB powered, doesn't need any drivers. It's all installed in the device. You just plug it in, plug and play, and use it for recording, for signal processing, and as a DI box to go direct.
So this one also, I was looking at this does have your cabinet emulation as well in this guy, and an EQ?
This is basically a power amp, so you can drive a speaker with this.
Really?
This
small? It is really lightweight, very lightweight. And the coolest thing about all of these is they fit directly into the Rockboard pedal boards, which we really love, but it's designed to fit inside there. So again, you have options that you can kind of switch out and move around. So I really, really like that. And you can change it for whatever your needs are, which is really, really cool.
The important thing about those is they've been going very well for us, but they were not compatible with a lot of other boards.
Yeah.
Which we changed the housing, so it's flatter, and will also fit into third-party boards, like for example Pedal Train, which is still a force on the market.
Yep.
And for the new versions, the top comes off, so you can detach it, and then you just have a brick that you can easily mount on top, underneath your pedal board, or wherever you want.
Very cool. Make it very, very universal, which always a good thing, no matter what.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Rockboard stuff is great, but some of you guys are already invested in other things, and this is an option that you can start adding to the piece that you already have. So we were talking earlier about the LTXLs, which is one of our favorite power supplies. We'll kind of move over here, talk about those. This guy right here, multiple colors. We sell a lot of these at the shop for the acoustic pedal boards. really, really cool. It's got your USB in and out, right? You can charge this by USB. You can run a USB out, which I have been known to when I'm out and about, plug my phone into.
Yeah.
I know it's not the main, but I've done it. But these are great. You can mount these also into the pedal board with a tray.
That's what they initially were designed for. We got 2 highly filtered power slots there, so they're great for using analog and digital pedals at the same time.
Great.
Which you usually have a problem with if you just daisy chain them. So that's where you got 2 slots, and you got a high amp charger in there, so the charging time is only 7 hours for the full charge. You gotta take in mind this is 6,600 milliamp hours, so this will power your iPhone for like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And your pedals for an immensely long time.
A really long time. I've got one of these in my pedal board. I think I charged it once, and I probably did about 9 or 10 gigs, and I never charged it since then. And I think last I looked at it, it was still at like two light blips, so it had quite a bit in it, and still keeps running. Now, one thing I want everybody to know, because we are getting this question a lot, when you do power this up, hold it for about 5 seconds, because it does take a little while for it to ignite, and not everybody knows that.
Yeah, we did another, because that was an issue for people. We now have a version that is like on off. These are not charged because we can't ship them charged. Sure. They're lithium-ion batteries, but if you charge it, tip it on, and it's on.
Okay,
off,
good.
and it's off.
Good, very, very cool.
But it depresses so far that it's not a problem with being in your pocket and accidentally switching
exactly. on. And I'm like, these really, the lithium-ion battery lasts a long time. I've even left this in my truck overnight and cold, and left it for a while, and I pulled it out 3 weeks later, still was charged, still was running really well. So again, another really cool option for you guys. And you guys keep coming up with new innovations for pedal boards, which is really, really cool. I like that.
Pedalboards is what we love.
I hear you. So the new lights, new mounting systems, all kinds of really cool stuff coming out for Rockboard. And guys, pedal boards are not just for electric guitar and bass players anymore. There's so many great acoustic things that are coming out right now, and having a great pedal board with a good power supply, totally worth doing. I wish I'd had all this stuff when we were touring all the time. I would have been much happier. So check these and a whole bunch of stuff out.